In the presence of Honorable Ekala G.D. Senanaikas, the Chairman of DEMO.
High Commissioner. Tata goes back to more than Golf Face Hotel. I would like to thank all of you all for coming here.
We are grateful to be of assistance to the people of Sri Lanka, especially the children, in the face of an unimaginable crisis caused by Cyclone Ditwah. Our commitment to our philosophy to respond quickly, focus on rebuilding lives and not just delivering relief, has been borne by the response on the ground.
Honorable Indian High Commissioner Mr.
Our relations with Sri Lanka are in a special sweet spot in the recent years, and a number of the efforts that we do are driven by the fact that we have an aspiration to build, a shared aspiration to build a nation of prosperity and development. And so I'm very glad that the Tatas have come and contributed in this very significant way in a very, very important sector of helping children as they struggle after this very devastating experience that the country has gone through during Cyclone Ditwah. So I'd like to thank you for that and for making this effort. I know you have been building this program for quite some time. And I think it is something that all the others present here from the corporate sector could take note of, including those who have done things in the past, that this is the way forward. And I hope this trend becomes a permanent sort of a feature of our relationship. So thank you so much.
It is a real honor and privilege for me to be here today with you on this occasion, where, as the High Commissioner also mentioned, I think this serves as a really good model for cooperation and how communities can come together at times of crisis. Here we have the government, we have the community, we have our private sector, and we have our development partners and our international partners as well, all cooperating together, coming together as a community to respond at a time of crisis. And this, I think, is a real model for how we need to evolve and how we need to move forward in many ways. So I'm very grateful and sincerely appreciative of all of you and your efforts here today that have brought us all together. Cyclone Ditwah was something that was very unexpected, and we were determined that our people should recover from this and move forward as soon as possible. This was especially important for us in terms of our children and their education, because in the past 4 or 5 years, our schools have been disrupted on many occasions for various reasons. First, the economic crisis, before that COVID, before that the Easter attack. So for several years, our schools have experienced disruption, and this has had a huge impact on our kids' education. And we were really determined this time when the cyclone hit us that this should not disrupt our children's education yet again. So I'm really appreciative of the efforts of Child Fund, of Tata, of DEMO on coming together in this sector in particular to ensure that our kids can go on with their educational activities with minimal disruption. As you know, Cyclone Ditwah also was an experience that really again showed not just the resilience of our people, but also what we can do when we work together. Because that too, again, we saw our international partners, our neighboring countries step up to help us. Within 24 hours, India had responded. We had our local private sector respond immediately. We had our humanitarian and development partners respond. And most importantly, we had people coming together to organize themselves and also respond. And that was one of the main factors which led to this the fairly quick recovery and the fact that we were able to respond quickly in the aftermath of that devastating episode. So it has also been our intention, and the President made it very clear, that on our efforts to recover and rebuild from the cyclone, we want to make sure that our rebuilding efforts move these communities at least one step further from where they have been. That we are not rebuilding, or we are not saying recovery and putting people back into the same situations, but we are improving their lives as well. Because as you know, many of the people who were most badly affected by the cyclone were people in the most vulnerable communities, people who have been hit by crises one after the other. And it is our intention that when we are rebuilding their lives, we make sure that it's not just that they are rescued from what happened, but that they are strengthened, and that their resilience to cope with these kinds of incidents is also strengthened. So it is with that intention that our theme for this entire recovery and rebuilding program has been to rebuild better, to ensure that these communities are safer in the long run, and that their lives become more sustainable with our efforts as well. In all of this, ensuring that our children's education is not disrupted, it has been one of our key priorities, and I'm really grateful to all of you for coming together in this way. DEMO has, of course, been working on education for some time now. You have a wonderful vocational training initiative as well, which has been providing opportunities for our young people to gain the skills that they need to be able to build their own lives and to build their livelihoods. So I am not surprised at all that DEMO has taken on this initiative as well. Tata, as you know, is almost a household name in Sri Lanka. I remember as a small child, I thought the name for a bus was Tata. I thought bus and Tata was interchangeable. So I think it's different now. Kids are much smarter, but when I was a kid, I thought Tata meant bus and bus meant Tata. But so Tata is a very well-known brand here. So once again, I'm very grateful for your input and for your collaboration here. As was mentioned, India has become a steadfast and important partner for Sri Lanka. I think over the last 2 years or so, our relations have proved to be remarkably resilient, also because I think of our shared interests and shared values in how we see the future of our two countries. Children, I hope මං හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ අවස්ථාවෙන් ප්‍රයෝජනයක් එයි. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ අනාගතය අපිට වටිනවා කියන පණිවිඩය තමයි අපිට මෙතනින් දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි අපිට තියෙන වැදගත්ම දේ. මේ අපි ඔක්කොම සියලු දෙනාම එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ ඔබ වෙනුවෙන්. ඔබේ අනාගතය දිහා අපි තාමත්ම විශාල බලාපොරොත්තු රාශියක් එක්ක ඔබේ අනාගතය වෙනුවෙන් මේ ආයෝජනය කරන්නේ. ඒ අනාගතය සුරක්ෂිත වෙන විදියට රට හැදෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ රට හදන ගමනේදී ඔබත් ඒකට දායක වෙයි කියලා මම හිතනවා. So I think it was maybe Hillary Clinton who said it takes a village to raise a child. And I completely agree. All the children, we are responsible for each and every child in our country. I think it's a shared responsibility that we have to make sure that all our children get the best that they deserve and a future that they can have hope and expectations about. And it's really lovely to see all of you come together in this way at this moment where our children need our support the most. So thank you so much. Thank you to all of you for this effort and for coming together in this way. Thank you.
So as we know, ladies and gentlemen, this project has been taking mainly in 4 districts, namely Kandy, Babula, Kurunegala, and we're about to continue this in Bengal as well. So today we will be symbolically handing over some of the education kits to selected students. To come together and help us regain that stability. So that is what today the Tata Group, Demo and Child Fund International are coming together to distribute these students with their education kits as they have.